All right, so we're here live with Abel Sanchez here, Costa Mesa, California at Fight Club OC. He's here for his fighter, Ruslan Nadia. Can you tell me a little bit about Ruslan and what it's been like now that he's training with Triple G?
Well, actually, he's Triple G's brother's fighter. That's his manager, Maxim Golovkin. We got him when he first turned pro. He's been with us now for about 2 years. Progressing, you know, it's a progress. It's a process, I should say. It's a process of a lot of years. And it's 2 years now. This is his, I believe, his 7th fight. So he's doing well. He's learning, and he's being around Triple G obviously is a big help. Not only for him, for all the other guys that I have in camp. But for him, the fact that his brother manages him, he's got a little more pressure on him to perform.
And now, I think correct me if I'm wrong, this is his 5th fight this year?
I want to say, yeah, 4th or 5th fight, yeah.
Do you guys plan on moving him that quick in the future as well?
Well, this is a 4-rounder. I don't mind when they fight 4-rounders because he's in camp all the time. They live in my camp. So I don't mind when they fight 4-rounders and maybe even a 6. But if you can do 4s and 6s for 4 or 5 fights a year, that's okay with me. As long as they don't start moving them because he got 10, 12 fights up to 8s and 10s, then I'll object to that. But I don't mind the 4s.
Now, he's Gennady's fellow countryman. How would you define his style? Is it in any way similar to Gennady's, or you as his trainer, how would you define his style?
Gennady had the fortune to be fortunate enough to have 250 amateur fights. He traveled internationally. He did a lot of world championship events. So Ruslan only had about 80. So that difference right there, that international difference, doesn't give you the background, doesn't give you the foundation that Gennady has. But little by little, we're trying to get him to be more of a boxer, be more of a smart fighter inside the ring. When he first came to us, he's very aggressive. You know, he's very, very aggressive, like most of the Russian kids are, or Kazakhstani kids are too. So we're trying to slow him down a little bit, trying to get him to understand how to schedule a fight, how to schedule a round, how to do the first minute of every round, how to do a complete fight. And he's getting much better at it. Hopefully tonight will be, he's fighting a kid that's never been stopped. He's fighting a kid that's got 20 fights, I think, or 19 fights. So he's fighting a very seasoned guy.
Good test.
Absolutely. Not only a test, but the kind of guy that's going to be able to give you the rounds that you want, to be able to practice those things that we're trying to learn in the gym.
Right. Now, I got to ask you, you saw Cotto Canelo, I assume. What did you think of the fight?
I thought, just like I had predicted, I thought Canelo would be just a little too young, too strong. Cotto put up a great fight. But Canelo just at the end just proved to be a little too strong and too quick, and for a well-traveled Cotto. Cotto in his heyday could have been a much better fight, but Canelo did well.
And now, last question, kind of the hot button topic. You're probably getting this question from a lot of people, but how do you feel about Canelo asking Gennady to go down to 155 pounds to fight for the belts that Canelo just won off of Miguel Cotto?
Actually, this is the first time I get that question.
Really?
Just kidding. You know what? Gennady owns the 160-pound title for the WBA, the IBF, and the IBO. Canelo just fought for the 160-pound title, the middleweight title. Didn't fight for the 155-pound title. On Monday, the 7th, the 6th, and the 7th, Canelo has to make up his mind what he wants to do. If he doesn't want to fight Gennady at 160, which is the weight, maximum weight, and he wants to make the fight, he can fight at 55 if he wants, but the maximum weight for that fight is 160. They have until Monday to negotiate with Tom Loeffler and Gennady's managers, the Herman brothers, to see what's going to happen. Now, I'm the coach. I'm lucky to be the coach, that I don't have to make those decisions or those adjustments or negotiations. Whatever they decide, whatever gets decided is okay by me. Whatever gets decided, I know will be in the best interest of us, of Gennady Golovkin. So when they tell me on Monday and Tuesday what was decided, boom, we go after that. If it's not with Canelo and we get the belt, great. If it's with Canelo in May and we had the fight at 58, 59, great. That's a matter of me.
Do you think Canelo is at all out of line by asking Gennady to come down to 155?
I think it's an insult on all the great warriors that fight at 160 pounds. All the Mexican fighters fight at 154. Fight at divisions where they either sacrifice or fought good fighters at that weight. But unfortunately, Cotto and Canelo have become somewhat of a divas, where they think that it's their name. They're not bigger than the sport. respect, and like I said in the past, if there is catch weights, if you're not going to fight for a belt, you can fight at any weight you want. But if you're fighting for a particular belt, there is a weight that's stipulated by not only history, but some of the old warriors that fought for those belts to fight at that particular weight. So yeah, I think it's kind of disrespectful for them to do that. But then who am I? I'm just a coach here.
There you go. All right, man. We wish you the best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.